Good afternoon from Marie at messymcreations. Oh, I'm actually feeling a little bit chilly. It's not good. I need to run around on the spot to warm up. So hopefully everybody's feeling a bit warmer than I am. Determined. I've got a jumper on. I'm determined not to put the heating on, but don't know how long that will last. So we could get messy today, or we might not. We'll just see how it goes. But all we need for today, just slightly look, the block's all messy before I even started. A block and some elastic bands, some ink pads and some paper. Oh, I seem to be missing one element. That would be the paper. Let's see. Hi Linda. Well, it might not be that messy. It just depends how we go. I forgot the most important bit, which was the paper to actually do anything on. So I'm just cutting some of my favourite shimmery white paper. You know me and my shimmery white. So I've gone kind of pastel-y sort of colours. And all we're going to do, I'm actually going to get a cleaner block than that one before we start. If we start with the dirty block, we'll be going nowhere. Oh, you don't do messy. Oh, it's all right. We can look. Clean hands currently. Oh, well, I'm glad it's not only me. Because I tell you. So look, clean hands. We'll see how our hands look at the end of it. Yeah, I just feel a bit chilly. Don't really know why. So essentially we take a block. My preference, this is a D block, but any old size will do. The smaller the block, the more you would need to ink. And all we're doing is wrapping round an elastic band in any old how we wish. So I've done one way and the other way. As you can see, this is a pre-used elastic band, and I used a bit of the old pink. So you just literally, in any old way you fancy. I don't know that there's any reason I do this. I just like them to be flat on the surface, but I'm guessing if you had a bit of twist, it would just add to the pattern. So in essence, just any old way you fancy, just pop that on. And if you're clever, you just hang on to the side of the block and you're fine. So I fancied going a bit pastel-y, and I thought, in the first instance, never tried Sahara sand and grey granite together, and then I thought I might add a little bit of seaside spray into it as well. So I've got those three colours to start us off. So Sahara sand, seaside spray. See, the messiest bit could be just me having 3 ink blocks on the go. Let's have a chamois to the ready as well. So yeah, literally I think I will start with Sahara sand. So we are just literally going to pop the block onto the ink pad, and you'll get just a random pattern. So for me, I just think it's a great way. I find it particularly good for boy cards. Then obviously you can use either side. I'm going to do the grey granite. Just want to see what the difference is. Not a lot of difference there, but there's a little bit of difference, which is why I thought I'd bring in the seaside spray. So yeah, just as I say, you can see that if you used a smaller block, you would just need to stamp it more often. So whatever block size you've got, whether you've got oblong blocks, square blocks, whatever it is. So any block, any old elastic band. These were nicked off the postman. I think the postman left it on my driveway, so I whipped them off him. Well, I didn't whip them off him, I just picked them off my own driveway. So when the postie leaves his rubber bands around the place. Just nick them off him. Can't have them back. Just wondering if it would work. I don't think it will work if we do use the ends. Sorry, that was just a random thought that I had. So, yeah, and then you can just keep filling it in. And then part of the reason I was thinking of going more pastel-y, and look, Linda, still got clean hands. So you can do first generation, second generation, you name it. But what I was thinking where you do more pastel-y is now I could say take my Night of Navy, which might be quite a nice colour, and then some of these, oh, I've got my, so from the Ridiculously Awesome set, I love this day, this Make Your Day Ridiculously Awesome. Although, of course, what I now currently can't reach, bear with, sorry. You'll see me Magenta Madness sweater that I've got on today. See, I told you I had a jumper on. So what I'm hoping... Well, you could have clean hands if you tried. But yeah, what I'm thinking, if you go pastel-y colours, you don't even need to create separate layers. So how simple is that? That's as simple as a pimple, isn't it, really? I don't know why I said that then. That was just one of those random things. So yeah, that kind of... I get in more mess opening and closing ink pads, I think. I think I'm doing alright today. So yeah, that was one colourway, just to show you how easy it is. Then the other colourway that I chose, I'm just going to put that to one side, is going more So Saffron Soft Seafoam Petal Pink. So all I'm going to do is just make sure I've got those colours off my bands. As I say, what you'll find is where I used the Magenta Madness before, it stained the rubber bands, but it doesn't come out when you're stamping. So we just make sure that those are dry on both sides before we go into another card. So if I open up those three colours, again, just picking out the pastels. I think if you used darker colours, you would most definitely need to, you know what I might change? The layout of that. It's a little bit too... You see, I've got those three distinct, oops daisy, lines. I'm going to try and get rid of those. It's just a way of, so literally all we're doing is taking the band off and popping it back on in a different position. So on that side it's ended up pretty straight. So I think it's just, you know, you do it as you... Obviously make sure the elastic bands are clean before you start wrapping it around. Let's see how that looks. That's a little bit more, I prefer that. Let's see how this side looks. So that's the Petal Pink. This is the Soft Seafoam. You could just do one colour, you could do a myriad of colours. Oh, and I think for One Sheet Wonders tomorrow, last I checked, orange is still the winning colour vote. So if you haven't voted for what colour you'd like to see, then do. Or if you're happy with going with oranges, then that's all good. I think I said yesterday, if I go orange, if it stays as orange, I might use a little bit of poetic license and go as dark as Cajun Craze, because I think that might be quite nice. But anyway, we'll play. We'll see how it goes tomorrow. So yeah, One Sheet Wonder Wednesday tomorrow. Oh, that was easy for me to say. So I've still got pretty clean fingers. Just missing a few little areas on some of the colours there. But again, because I've chosen the pastels, I mean, and this is something, nothing stops you cutting, well, doing a much bigger sheet and cutting it up like a One Sheet Wonder. That's something I might try, actually. I bet sometimes you must be able to hear the cogs whirring as I'm getting inspired. So I'm thinking with this one, a nice dark, be a shaded spruce as a dark green. Might be quite nice for the greeting. Just going to add a little bit more pink on there. Maybe a little bit more. So you can, you know, you can do as little or as much as you like. But generally, if you've got any stamps, you'll have a block. I'm not sure what else you could use instead of a block. I guess anything that you can wrap an elastic band around. If you can wrap an elastic band around it, dunk it in your ink pad and stamp it on paper, off you go. So let's just close those so that we've got those out of the way. And I think, or maybe, not sure about, but I don't think is Bumblebee dark enough? I think I might go shaded spruce with, or what do you think? What colour to do the greeting? What I'm thinking of using is this from, I'll show you the greeting, it might, so from So Sentimental. Oh, hello, got something, one of my thingies is trapped. Wishing you much happiness today and always. So you've got a number of sets that have got some really nice big greetings. You are my sunshine, you got this, which just simply on the background. So has anybody got any opinion as to whether we go shaded spruce or Bumblebee for the greeting? You may or may not. No thoughts, just whatever I think. Shall I just go Bumblebee? Right, thank you, Linda. Just grab another. Oh, that might be a little. Oh no, they were all right. Just that's pretty damn good. So let's try Bumblebee. Thank you very much. Let's see. Tap, tap, tap. Getting that inked up quite nicely. Might put it nearer to the top of the card. So it is quite close, but could work. It's quite a subtle finish. Finish? That's not the right word, is it? Subtle look. So, actually, I'll put that near the top. Anyway, so what I would do if making a card, actually, this one I think I might grab. Let's see. I think my boxes are fairly organised at the moment. So I love just seeing the colours of the rainbow in the boxes of cards. Sorry, that's just a minor thing. I do like to, well, I think this may be my box. Yeah, this is my box with Night of Navy in. So again, I think I've said before, I like to keep card bases pre-cut, just because it means, so what I'm thinking is, if I can layer up, oh, do you know what might be quite nice is, which is guaranteeing I'm not going to find it right now, but where I've used, oh, I used Seaside Spray, didn't I? Seaside Spray is, oh, I might not have it in. Seaside Spray, no I haven't, right, okay. Sorry, I was just trying to grab one of the designer series papers that had Seaside Spray in, but I don't have it handy in Seaside Spray, so that doesn't necessarily work for that one, but those would work with that one. So, oh, you know what, I went neutrals as well, didn't I? Grey granite and what did I use? Sahara sand. Trying to I think might be that one rather than that one. Yes, that was a bit dopey, wasn't it? There we go. It's those two colours. So what we can do is layer, layer, layer. Thinking that grey's not working. I'm thinking we just need that one. But I was trying to find, which of course is not going to appear at the precise moment that I need it. I was playing with Seaside Spray the other day, so I had a piece floating about somewhere, but it's not currently showing its little face. So, because what I'm thinking about doing the patterned paper, then that, then that. So once you've got the colours on your elastic banded bit of paper, you know, the world is your oyster for creating a card. So essentially what I'm going to do with each of these layers is cut them 1/2 centimetre short each time. Ooh, got my jumper stuck in my lovely Magenta Madness jumper. So from the card base, by cutting a 1/2 centimetre off, actually I might cut a full centimetre off this one. So you can vary the kind of depth of your layers and what shows by deciding to either cut. So you can see now, by cutting that one a full centimetre smaller, I've got more of that showing. Then all I need to do is hope that my card is wide enough to, or my greeting is narrow enough, should I say, to carry off. I think we're okay. That width, we're just about okay. Love it when a plan comes together. So on the base of the card, on my inked up piece of paper, I am taking it, we went 13, so I want to be 13, no, that 0.9, that should be about right. So that, and that. Liking it. So I've literally, luckily, I didn't calculate that before I cut, and luckily the greeting literally just fits. Then once you've got your layers cut, it's a real simple job of grabbing your, I've got bits everywhere, as per usual. Move those, Marie. Grabbing, what we're grabbing? We're grabbing a bit of tape. Oops, which is stuck everywhere. See my nice silent tape, you don't get that noise again. Right, this has got writing, so just making sure that the writing's the right way up, that's the only thing that matters. And again, I am using a whole piece. What you can do, and it's very possible to do, is what they call gut to the card. So if you didn't want to use that whole piece, because essentially that's going over the top, you could cut a whole centre out of that, and you could do that on all the layers if you so wished. Can cause a bit of a dip in the middle if I've done it again. There's been a video go up on a demo site regarding this new tape, because I'm using it wrong and that's why it keeps getting stuck. So I have a video to watch, because I keep getting this stuck because I'm using it incorrectly. You put too much pressure down and pull off in the slightly wrong direction, it's a far better tape, but you've got to get your technique right. So it's when you don't separate the tape from the card and the unit quite right. So there we go. So if that was a male card, I probably would leave it at that. If it was going to become a female, I'd probably have a few diamantes around the place. But essentially, whatever colours you use, what inks you use, you can then just layer that up really easily. So with this one, I might just flag up that bumblebee. I mean, also great for little note cards as well. Just kind of what I'm half thinking might happen with this one. Is cutting. See, that's quite cute in that size. But I do think, yeah, you could make this up like a one sheet wonder. Dinner calls, no problem at all. Thanks for joining and enjoy your dinner. My dinner's in the slow cooker, so I've got the smells wafting through of our beef. So these as well, fantastic for doing a scrappy card as well. So they definitely get pulled, taken to one side to be used for a scrappy technique, because that is just going to be fantastic as a scrappy technique. So you see, I think that is rather nice, and then we can go either way round. So we could have it that way round. Or we could have it that way round. I might also, do you know what I might go? I think Spotty Bumblebee. Yeah, so these little note cards are 13 by 9. So my bumblebee is going to be 12.5 by 8.5. So taking off a full centimetre. So now we just have to remember how we've gone down. So 12.5 by 8.5. So this one will be 12. Let's try 12 by 8 first. So what I'm not sure about is, not sure how big this piece is. So what I'm wondering, yeah, see, that piece is 10.5 by 6 3/4. So what I could do, excuse me, to show that bumblebee off a little bit more. Actually, no, I might not. I might just leave it like that. But do you know what I might recruit? Oh no, my bumblebee ribbon hasn't arrived yet. What I was thinking is that a piece of bumblebee ribbon wrapped around might be quite nice. But I haven't got any, so I won't. How about that then? We haven't got it, so we won't do it. But I'm just having a look at... haven't really got any... Although this beautiful... Let's try. This lovely cream ribbon. This is so beautifully soft, it's lovely. Just thinking, just gives a little bit of a flash either side. I think we'll do that. So we will tape down our bumblebee layer first. So as you can see, this, just whatever colours you choose, if you've got the papers that coordinate, which again I know I've said it before and I will say it again. I've probably said it for the last, well no, actually I haven't said it for the last, well, actually yes I probably have. Sorry, I'll make up my mind. Obviously today is my 2-year anniversary at Stamping Up, and as I say, I've messed the thing up again. I really must. When I've watched the video, I'm going to share it on my page, just so that you get the best use out of the. Just going to cut that a little bit so we don't end up with too many thicknesses. Yes, on my 2-year anniversary for Stamping Up, I probably have said for the last 2 years, one of the many things I love about Stamping Up, but the colour coordination is definitely a massive thing for me, because it just makes it so easy that I can pick the inks, then I can match the papers, match ribbon, match embellishments. So it's just perfect because it's so simple. See, now when I'm using this snail, that noise is irritating me. But yeah, I'll share the video on the tape, because there's a definite knack to it. But yeah, that, just adding that, and then what I do know I have got is, I mean, and this is one I know I'm going to post, but you could use dimensionals. You need to be a little bit careful with dimensionals and postage. But what I do know, I got some lovely bumblebee. So I'm going to add some of those. And again, we know with these ones, we just need to bend the plastic back to make sure we lift those off together. Technique that's working effectively. So we'll just add a couple of little bits of embellishment. And say once it's on your pick tool or whatever you use to quite useful, just to decide where to position them from. And then just using, you know, unfortunately it doesn't show up on the camera, but when you use the shimmery white paper, it just adds a little bit of bling to that card. So there you go. So that is literally taking any size of block, wrapping a couple of elastic bands around. These are, as I say, procured from the postman, so they are slightly longer. If you've got shorter bands, then you might need more than 2, but just wrap them around the block, and just to prove that at the end of that I got pretty clean fingers, so it's not really that messy. So you probably could get in a mess if you wanted to, but yeah, pick your colours. If you use a darker ink, then you obviously can just stamp straight on, so you can keep it as simple as you like. Or if you wanted to use the same colour inks, if I'd wanted to ink up in Seaside Spray, I could have layered that quite easily. So you can create the layers, or you can stamp it straight on. So hopefully that's a new technique, or something you've maybe not dared try yet and you would like to try. So thank you to those who have managed to join me live, and for anybody that catches it on replay, please do say hi as well. And thank you very much, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow for my one sheet wonder at 5 tomorrow. Take care, enjoy your evening, stay warm, see you soon, bye.